Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd just quickly jump on because I know that my last video I did say that I would come back on after I've made my wig and worn it for a bit, just to give a proper honest review of this hair. So if you're on this video, then you know that I did do an unboxing video from the DHair Boutique with their new texture D-Kinks, and I said I'll jump back on and review it. So let's just go through the specs first of all. I ordered the hair on the 4th of September, and I ordered 3 bundles of 18-inch and one 5x5 18-inch closure in the same D-Kinks texture. I received it on the 13th of September, and so I'm in the UK. They're shipping from America, so it was pretty quick. The shipping was really quick. The hair the hair was pretty pricey. I'm not gonna, if you've been on their website, they do quality hair, and it is quite pricey. I think altogether it came up to £500. I'm not sure how much that is in US dollars, but £500 would be more in US dollars. I can't remember how much it would be. But on top of that, I had to pay customs as well, which was, I think it was like £120 on top. So in total, we're talking like 625. Oh my God, I can't even say it out loud. It's just, yeah. So let's just go through what I did. So initially I made the wig, and I've just watched YouTube videos myself on how to make wigs. I used all 3 bundles initially, and I did like the fold over method where you don't cut any of the wefts. So initially I did that, and when I wish I'd taken a picture or did a video, to be honest, because it was just so much hair. It was ridiculous. Like, I couldn't even tame it. I put it on my head, it looked like a big hat. I was just like, oh my gosh. So I knew that I was gonna have to remove some hair, but where I had done the fold over method, and if you know what that is, like I said, you don't cut the wefts. So to remove some of the wefts, I would have to cut the weft. Yes, remove some of the wefts, I would have to cut some of the wefts, which I was just like, what if I mess it up? So I didn't wear it for a few weeks, and I just one day I was off work, and I said, like, I'm just gonna take it apart. So I unraveled it all and I remade it, and what I did was I dyed half of one of the bundles. So I just used, I think it was whatever bleach it was, hair bleach, and I think the 30 volume peroxide, and I bleached it, and then I added, what I did is I redid the wig again using the fold over method with 2 of the bundles, and then in between I did cut one of the bundles to the one that I dyed, and I kind of just put those coloured bundles in between. When I did that, the wig was much better. There was a few gaps in the top area, but to be honest, it looked fine how it was. I was rocking it on and off for about a couple of weeks, and then I wanted to put some more highlights in it. So I just used this. I think I bought, actually no, I tell a lie, I went and bought, I think is it John Frieda? I'll have a look. I believe it's John Frieda bleach, and I just went over bleached parts I did before to kind of give it a bit more highlights, and also in the front as well. And yeah, and this is the result. And I added a couple more wefts where there was a bit of gaps at the top. So this is what I've got left. So remember, I bought 3 bundles. This is what I've got left, but this is doubled over. So if I haven't split the wefts at all. This is what I would have had left. So sorry, because it's all together. So I would say it's about just under half a bundle, I want to say, or maybe it might be half a bundle. Oh, this hair's really thick, by the way. Right, so that's what I've got left, that and just a few little couple of straggle bits. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that's probably about half a bundle, I would say, which is good because, like I said, the hair is really, really, really thick. You know, this is like a day-free wash and go, I guess. Like, I just used a detangle brush. I used some Cantu curl conditioning. I sprayed it. You put that, smooth that through it, and then I just kind of separated it in rows, not individual rows, but like say 2 to 3 rows, and then I just combed through with the detangle brush to kind of make the curls pop. And yeah, I haven't cut it into this kind of style. Like I said, I bought 3 bundles of 18-inch, and I guess when you layer it, the way you layer it, it just kind of falls into kind of a natural bob. I'll show you the back. Oops. The colouring, when I colour my wigs, there's no rhyme or reason. I just do it where I think I want some colour. So there isn't any specific method that I do. As you can probably see, it's not like, it doesn't look professionally done or anything. I am 5'4", so yeah, so you can see where it comes to, or me, like if I pull the hair down, it comes down to just sort of just under bra kind of length, I guess. So yeah, the hair is like, it is true to length, might even be a little bit longer. In terms of the closure, I believe it's a 5x5 closure because it did look a bit wider than the regular 4x4 closure, which is good because that means that you get like a deeper parting space. I haven't done anything special. I've just done a part here and put it behind my ear with a clip, and that's just my hair out there. I'm no good with things like plucking wigs, plucking the hairline. I would just make a hot mess of it. I did try to do it, and I could just see that it wasn't, you know, yeah, it wasn't working out how it should be. So it's not really plucked really. But because I kind of wear it like this, it doesn't really matter. What else can I tell you about the hair? It is really soft, and like I said, it's a nice curl pattern. I love the curl pattern. I do really love the curl pattern. Now let's get to shedding. It does shed, but I've worn hair from other hair companies that shed like ridiculously, where I knew that in a couple months, 2-3 months, that this hair was gonna look really strangly and just, yeah, it would be a hot mess. I'm not getting that from this hair as yet. Now, like I said, I did cut one of the bundles because I dyed half of it and was filling it in. So some of the shedding may be from that, because you do know once you cut a bundle, it will, sorry, I've got something pop up. It will cause a bit of shedding. The shedding that I've had is minimal. It's not even nothing to worry about. And like I said, I've bought hair from other companies, which you know, I've liked their hair, but I know, and their hair is just about as expensive as this hair, but I know that in terms of quality, I would say that this hair is better quality. Other hair company, you know, even though they're about the same price range, I would say that this hair is definitely feels like better quality. Now I've dyed this. This is twice. I believe I've dyed it. Yes, I've dyed this hair twice now. So, like I said, I initially dyed the weft, or half of the weft, and then I went back in a couple of days ago and I just like added some more highlights. I re-dyed, I added bleach to the bits that I had already dyed to give it a little bit more different kind of hues of blonde browny color. Yeah, and it hasn't, you know, it hasn't damaged the hair, from not what I've seen anyway. The dye takes to it really well. I use, when I'm washing it, I use like softening conditioners, you know. What's the one that I use? Silicone mix. That is a really good one. So after I dyed it, I did put the silicone mix all over it, like drenched it in there, combed it through with a wide tooth comb, and then put it in a bag and left it for about an hour before I rinsed it out, and it was just like really soft. The dyeing process hasn't changed the curl pattern. I know like dyeing can loosen the curl pattern a bit, but I haven't really, like I said, this is it in its raw form without any bleach, and it is pretty, it hasn't like loosened it ridiculously, you know. It may have loosened it a teeny bit, but you wouldn't be able to notice. So yeah, the shedding, like this is the, if I'm like, if I go through this, and I'm not being like, I'm being a bit rough, sorry. So right, so that is what I've gotten from there. See, it's not loads. Can you see that? Yeah, it's not loads at all. It's not like, you know, I don't wear my wigs to bed, so I always take them off anyway. But you know, if I'm at my boyfriend's house or something, and I might, yeah, sometimes I take it off, sometimes I don't. But if I don't, it's not like, you know, the next morning there's all hair everywhere. I hate that. So yeah, no, it's really good quality hair. Expensive, but what I would say is that you get what you pay for. I've bought wigs from all type of companies, and yeah, this definitely reflects the price of the hair. I know that this will last me because I already have their C natural wave, and I bought that hair, I want to say it was in 2019. I believe it was in 2019, end of 2019 or the end of 2018. I believe it was end of 2019. The C natural wave, and I bleached that about 3 times, and the hair still looks really, really good. In fact, let me go and get it and I'll show it back. So this is the other hair that I have. This is the C hair, the C natural wave, and this is 18 inches. Like, I'm not even joking with you. This is 18 inches. It's so long. And this hair, I've had it. It is definitely the end. I think I bought it in the sale, either Black Friday sale or maybe the Christmas sale. And yeah, and this was, oh my gosh, how many bundles was this? I think this was probably about 3 bundles and a closure again. So sorry, it looks a bit crusty because it was my birthday the other day, and I did wear her for my birthday. But yeah, look, I have really bleached this, and look, I hardly get any shedding from this hair. I really do. I love this hair, and the curl stays on here like for the longest, you know what I mean? Like this was what I'd used the wand to curl it, and I'm telling you, like all 2-3 weeks I could wear this without having to rewand it again. And as the curls drop, it just makes it look like another style. Like it just looks like it's supposed to be like that. Yeah, so again, as you can see, look, there's no kind of front plucking because I don't know how to do that rubbish. Not rubbish, sorry, I don't know how to do it properly. So I don't want to mess it up. But because I wear kind of that same similar type where it kind of comes over like that, so it doesn't really matter, you can't really notice it. But yeah, I love this wig, I really do. And I've never had a wig that still looks fresh like this. Sorry, I mean, when I say fresh, this has this is a bit sweated out. but it still looks fresh, if you know what I mean. Like it doesn't look like it's more than 2 years old anyway. It doesn't look like that. Yeah, I've never had a wig that I've had for that length of time. Oops. And it still looks fresh like that when it's been dyed. Usually it starts to get really dry at the ends, and that's the other thing I like about this hair, is that it's thick from root to tip. Yeah, from root to tip it is thick all the way through, you know. And the same with their straight hair as well. I did have the Burmese curly hair. That was the first hair that I got from them. I personally didn't like it. The curl pattern was just a bit too loose for me. I made a wig out of it. I dyed it. I didn't dye it with bleach. I actually dyed it black. I just didn't like it. I didn't like the texture of it. I don't know if I got a bad batch, because I know the Burmese curly is one of their it's one of their most popular selling textures. But yeah, it wasn't for me. It just, I wasted my money on that one. But this one so far, today is what is it, Monday the 18th, I think, of October. So I've had it a month. I've been wearing it on and off for a month, give or take. You know, it was probably about a week between me making it and then deconstructing it and remaking it again. So yeah, no, I love it. It's an investment. You know that your money, it's going to last. It will last, as long as you know how to care for this type of hair. And I don't find this hair high maintenance. You know, like I said, I wash it once a week, but I don't wash it with like harsh shampoos. I mainly will use conditioner, and then maybe every 2 to 3 weeks I'll wash it with a mild shampoo and then leave it in some of the silicone mix. I think that is so good, that condition. Not good for your own hair, for real hair, but it's good for wigs because it really softens it and stuff. So, and it like detangles it as well. So yeah, guys, I didn't want this video to be like hella long. What else can I say? Yeah, I think, okay, so, you know, what I will say about the company, I like that it's a black owned company. You know, I try and support my people, no matter if I'm over here or if they're over in another country. I will always try and do that. But what I found is that they need to work on their customer service. You know, that that for me, that's what I think. When I bought the hair, the first bundle, the Burmese hair, there was a bit of a mix up with the order, and I emailed them and I messaged them on Instagram. I had to literally phone them. So I had to phone them from the UK and phone their shop and speak to them. And the woman was really polite and everything. And, you know, I had reached out to them and said, look, you know, would they be able to waiver the customs charge? You know, if they mark it as a gift under $30, you know, I've had other companies do that, and it works. But they did say, yeah, no problem, but they didn't, and I was charged a big whatever money. But it is what it is. Yeah, so when I wanted to change my frontal order, so I had ordered like 3 bundles of the Burmese with a frontal, and then because I've never made a wig with a frontal before, I thought, what if I, you know, mess it up? Let me just stick to what I know. So I phoned them and I gave them my order number, and they said, yeah, no problem, we'll change it for the closure. And she said, to be honest, if you haven't done made a frontal wig before, it might be a bit, you know, tricky for you. So we changed it, and they were supposed to reimburse me some money back, because the closure is obviously cheaper than the frontal. I never got that money. Never. They didn't even credit on my account or anything. So yeah, I feel like their customer service just could be better. But did it stop me? Initially I thought I'm not going to buy from them again, but I still did 2 more times. So yeah, I'm so glad they came up with this texture, because when the owner used to do lives, I used to always message, oh, when will you be bringing out a more tighter, kinkier curl? And she would say, to be honest, it's high maintenance, and she doesn't think she's going to be doing it anytime soon. So when I saw that it did come out, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get this hair. I have to get this hair. So yeah, it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Look how full that is. Like, that is proper full. That is really, really full. I'll show you the back again. Hope you can see. I'm recording this on my phone. But yeah, it is proper full. I like it might not be to everybody's taste. Like, some people might like a more tamed look, a less kind of shaggy kind of look. I love it when it's like this. I love the bounciness. You can see it moves well, you know. So yeah, no, I love it. I've had so much compliments when I've worn it, and you know, people, oh, what do you put in your hair? And I'm like, it's a wig, you know what I mean? So yeah, so I've even had people ask me, oh, can I make them wigs? I'm like, no, I only just make them for myself. So so yeah, that's it, guys. If you've got any questions, just comment below. I'll happily answer your questions as best as I can. I think I've pretty much covered everything I can think of. So yeah, that's going to be bye from me and bye from her. All right, guys, speak to you later. Bye.